Hello, I'm Robert Cavazos, and my claim today is that the NBA should not have went to a 66-game schedule after reaching an agreement to end the lockout. And the lockout lasted 161 days, and I think it's important to establish the main issues of what the lockout were and why there was a lockout. And it was after the collective bargaining agreement was ended, and it was basically an issue between the players and the owners of how to divide the revenue, that like the income that they get, and the structure of the salary cap and the luxury tax. And the reasons for the NBA rushing, typically the season starts at the end of October or the beginning of November, but this year because of the lockout, they didn't start until Christmas Day, was opening day. But they rushed training camp. They only got 2 weeks of training camp. And I think it's important that we also establish the reasons why the NBA rushed the season to start a lot sooner. And the biggest reason is financial compensation. They lost an estimated $350 million from the lockout, and 22 of 30 owners and teams lost money last year. And the average player from the lockout, since they missed 2 paychecks, they lost $220,000. The NBA also wanted to get the season started sooner to give fans as many games as possible. They lost about between 20 and 30 games, it depends on the team and the schedule. And many employees, as far as owners, team executives, players, coaches, staff, pretty much everyone involved, people that work the arenas, broadcasters, they all lost money and they lost paychecks as well. And it also had a negative effect on the businesses around the arenas, like restaurants and stores, like team stores and stuff of that nature. And it kind of looks bad on the NBA. Like some people say it's a money grab, that they're trying to rush the season so they could get their money. And the reasons why they shouldn't have rushed the season is, like I already said, they shortened training camp by 2 weeks, which is less time for players to get in shape and less time for players and coaches to learn their new system. And because of them rushing the training camp, they are not as in good shape. They have worse conditioning. That's 2 weeks of time that they didn't get. And also the schedule's a lot more condensed. They didn't just take out the first month and a half that they missed. They tried to squish as many games in as possible. So there's going to be there have been a lot sloppier games, and it hurts the team and the product, and a lot of people, there have been more injuries as far as muscle injuries and strains and pulls. And it's hard to say that anyone really truly won the lockout, but I think they could have done a better job of organizing the whole thing, and that's pretty much it. Thank you.